Hello people, welcome one and all to Jojo's Learning Club.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Jojo's Learning Club. So today I'll be dealing with quadratic equation, and this is my part 3 on quadratic equation, where I'm going to solve the quadratic equation and find the roots using quadratic formula. On my previous video I have covered upon how to solve quadratic equations using factorization, where we did some factorization techniques by trial and error and we found the roots of the equation. And the second was on how by completing the square. On that, what we did, we made the one side of the equation as a perfect square and the other term only with the number term. And then what we did, we took the square root on both sides of the equation, then we just equated and found the root of the equation. And in this we are going to first derive the formula for the quadratic equation and just apply the formula on all these equations and find the roots. Okay, so let's directly start. So what is a general form of a quadratic equation? In general, you can represent a quadratic equation as ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay, equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation, right? And I'm going to find the roots of this quadratic equation by completing the square. By this way, you can derive the formula too. Okay, by completing square, the first step was to place all the terms together on one side of the equation. It is already on one side of the equation. The step 1 is already over. And what is the second step? That you have to take the coefficient of x square should be unity. That is, the coefficient of x square should be 1. To make here x square term as 1, what we have to do? We have to divide all these steps, that is ax square plus bx plus c, by 0 equal to, so by a equal to 0. So you have to divide it by a so that it becomes 1 over here. So x square plus b by ax plus c by a equal to 0. And what was the next step? To keep together the terms of or expressions with x square and x together and the constant term on the other side of the equation. So I'm going to push this to other side of the equation. So what happens? X square plus bx by a is equal to minus c by a. Why I did a minus? Because there is always a change of sign when you move one quantity from one side of the equation to the other side of the equation. Okay, what is the next step? What I am going to do? I have to take half of the coefficient of x. What is the half of the coefficient of x? B by a by 2, that is b by 2a. And I have to take the square of this term and add to both sides of the equation. So adding b by 2a the whole square on both sides of the equation. Okay, so I'm going to add with this term so that it becomes a perfect square on the LHS. So x square plus bx by a plus b by 2a the whole square is equal to minus c by a plus b square by, I'm just opening the bracket, so it becomes b square by 4a, right? So now what is the equation over here? X plus b by 2a the whole square is equal to minus c by a plus b square by 4a square. So now you have to find the roots, right? So for that, what you have to take? You have to take the square root. Before that, I'm going to solve this part and make it into a simpler form. Okay, let's make it into a simpler form. Minus c by a plus b square by 4a square, and take the LCM so that you can make it together and make a single expression. So here you have to multiply with 4a. So I'm going to multiply here with 4a. So minus c 4ac plus b square by 4a square, right? And what I'm going to do again, I'm going to shift it to so that the positive term come on the front side. As by convention, it is always right to write the positive terms first. Okay, so but you can write anyway however you wish. B square minus 4ac by 4a square. So now this term is made into a single expression such as b square minus 4ac by 4a square. So now you are going to write this equation, right? X plus b by 2a the whole square is equal to b square minus 4ac by 4a square, right? And now I'm going to take the root. What happens here? this gets the root and this gets cancelled. So what you can write, x plus b by 2a is equal to plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac. Why I didn't take the down part or the denominator part? Because we know that root of 4a square is what? That is root of 4a square is what? 2a. So I can simply write it as 2a, right? So what happens here? So what is the root of this? X is equal to minus b by 2a plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Or here you can see the denominator part is the same, so you can group together and write minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. And hence this is the formula to find the roots of the equation. I hope it's clear. We just derived the formula of quadratic equation and how to solve the roots. Okay, and we did using this by completing the square technique. And now for your understanding, I'm going to solve all these three problems so you'll get a better exposure on how to solve or how to find the roots of the equation using a quadratic formula. Okay, the first equation was x square plus 2x minus 8 equal to 0, right? So this is the form ax square plus bx plus c, right? So what is the value of a here? The value of a is already known, that is equal to 1. And what is the value of b over here? B is equal to 2. And what is the value of c? Value of c is minus 8. Okay, so now we got everything which are required for. What is the equation here? X is equal to minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay, so now I'm going to substitute everything. So b is minus 2 plus or minus, what was the equation? B square is 2 square 4 minus 4 into a is 1 into 8. So by 2 into 2, right? Because a is 2 into 1 because a's value is 1. Okay, so what is the equation? Minus 2 plus or minus, what did it happens? 4 minus 8, because it was minus 8. I forgot a minus over here. So for 4 plus 32 by 2. So what it is? Minus 2 plus or minus root 6 by 2. Root of 36 is 6. So what happens? Minus 2 plus or minus 6 by root of 36 is 6, right? By 2. So what are the roots? Minus 2 plus 6 by 2 and minus 2 minus 6 by 2. What is minus 2 plus 6 by 2? That is 4 by 2 and the value is 2, right? Minus 2 minus 6 is minus 8 by 2 and the root is minus 4. So what are the roots of this equation? 2 and minus 4. 2 and minus 4. Okay, so how do you check that whether your answers are correct? When you substitute these values on the equation, you have to get a 0. That is same as RHS. Otherwise, the roots are wrong. Okay, let me substitute here. Check the value with 2 over here. So 2 square plus 2 into 2 is 4 minus 8. That is 8 minus 8, 0. So the root which you found is correct. And now let's take the another root, minus 4. So minus 4 square is 16. 16 plus minus 8 minus 8. Again it is 0. So now you can be double sure that the values which you found are true. Okay, now let's study with the next problem. Okay, I'm going to do the next problem, problem number B, that is 3x square minus 11x minus 4 equal to 0. So this is our second problem. What is the value of A here? A's value is 3, B's value is minus 11 and C's value is minus 4. Okay, what is our formula? X is equal to minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac by 2a, right? So I'll just substitute all these values to find your value. Minus 11 plus b square, 11 minus 11 the whole square is 121. I'm not doing all the steps, I'm just finding the final answer. Minus 4 into 3 into, what is it? C is 16, right? Minus 4 into 3 into minus 4. 16 into 3, 40. So by 2 into a, 2 into a is 2 into a, 2 into a, that is 6. So minus minus is what? Plus 11. So 11 plus so minus 121 plus 16 into 3 is 48 by 6 is equal to 11 plus so minus root of 169. 169, I think it is 13. Right, okay. So what are the roots of it? So 11 plus 13, because 169 is 13. Root of 169 is 30. So 11 plus 13 by 6 is one of the roots. What it is? 24 by 6, and that is 4. And the other root is 11 minus 13 by 6. What it is? 11 minus 2 by 6, and that is minus 1 by 3. So 4 and minus 1 by 3 are the roots of this equation 3x square minus 11x minus 4. And how did we find it out? You just have to remember the formula, that the quadratic formula is minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. If you have any doubts, you can just derive the formula also. It's easy, right? Now let's do the last and the final problem. So the final problem is on 4x square plus 7x plus 2. I'm going to start with the last problem, 4x square plus 7x plus 2. So this is our last problem. What was our formula for finding out? X is equal to minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay, I just write it down again and again so that I wanted to make that thorough in your mind. Okay, so this is our equation, right? So what are the values of a? A's value is 4, b's value is 7, and c's value is 2. So just substitute all these values for a, b and c in the formula and find the roots of the equation. So minus b, that is minus 7, plus so minus b square is what? 7 square 49, minus 4 into 4, 4 into 2. So what it would be? By 2 into a is 8. So okay, minus 7 plus so minus 49 minus what it is? 4 into 4 is 8. So 16. 16 into 2 is 32. 32 by 8. Okay, let me check once again. B square is 4 into 7, 4 into 4, 16. 16 into 2 is 32. Alright, so 32. Okay, it's correct. Okay, I just wanted to make it double sure that whether I'm not making any mistakes in it. So 2 into 4, 8. Okay, what are the equations? Minus 7 plus or minus 49 minus 32 is 17 by 8. So what are the answers for this? Minus 7 plus or minus root 17. You have to find the final answer with root 17, but for the time being, at the time with the time constraint, I'm not finding the value of root 17. But for your final answers for your exams, you have to find the value of root 17 and substitute it over here. Okay, so minus 7 plus or minus root 17 by 8 are the two roots. So what are the, if you write it separately, what are the roots? Minus 7 plus root 17 by 8, and the another root is minus 7 minus root 17 by 8. So these are the roots of this quadratic equation 4x square plus 7x plus 2 equal to 0. And by this topic, I come to an end on quadratic equation. So again, I will come with another topic. Let's see you over there, and I wish you all a nice day. Thank you. Bye bye.